We had so many D hurt at one point that we had forwards playing back on defense for a while, and we couldn't suit a full 20 to go out there and play a game. And so we were playing shorthanded, guys are hurt. I hurt my leg in October and was out through the first half of the season. So we definitely faced a lot of adversity. We just got to find a way to work through it in these last 7 games here and finish the season strong. The last 2 weekends, I think it was the last 2 weekends though, before the break, we kind of came together. I think that's one of the biggest things a team can do when facing so much adversity is sort of come together as a group and realize, okay, we have to work through this on our own, which I think facing that adversity, we were sort of forced to do that. And it showed in our last 2 weekends right before break. We came out strong, we played some good games.
I can't describe of how difficult it's been to come back from an injury, and especially my injury that I had, with how long it took and the patience and the sort of timing of when it happened. You know, right before the season, I had no idea really of what happened, how it happened. And having that injury, it's been really tough. Hindered me mentally, physically. It really took a lot of like confidence out of me, and sort of like that sort of, I guess you could say, swagger, or like the way I would play and the kind of like vision I would have. And I've just been trying to stay positive for the guys and doing the best I can for the team and playing through it, and try to come back early, which I did. It could have been a lot longer, but I wanted to be back with the guys because I know how much they mean to me and how much I mean to them.
The most banged up my body has felt, it's been traveling to Brock and playing in Brock. Those guys will just wear you down. And that's what you need to do if you want to be successful in playoffs. So those guys have that playoff mentality, that playoff mindset. Just get the pucks in deep and grind on the other team and just wear them down physically and mentally. So I think we need to be prepared to do that against Windsor at home here. We can't let them set the tone for the game. We have to come out and set it right away, let them know they're not going to push us around. I don't think we've won in Brock since I've been here either. So I think, you know, that should light a fire under everyone as well. We lost a close game to them here at home, 2-1, and I think that gives the guys all the confidence in the world that we can play against the best team in our conference and hang with them. So I don't think anybody's feeling sorry for us. We're not going to feel sorry for ourselves. We're going to go out there and show everyone what we can do.
And Ryan Kirkup gave chase. Nathan Hudgen picks up the pass, and a wraparound attempt in front, scores!
This is a lot like the team we saw early on in the season, and then they got
Lindsay centering pass, scores! Kevin Lavoie knocked that out of the air. Held in by Hope, into the middle for Parker, shot right on and cleared away, and returned to Brand. Looks into the middle, a great tip on, and he scores! Max Lindsay! And Lindsay and Campagna are away. Lindsay slashed by Olsen, but Campagna fires towards the net, and Max Lindsay tipped it in. The two gentlemen smiling at each other. Josh Hanson, and he will just stick handle to the buzzer. The University of Toronto Varsity Blues shut out the Windsor Lancers 4-0.
Harvey with a pass to the point, Tarenko throws it on goal, stopped by Thompson, the puck went but through the crease. Walters with a pass into the middle, that was intended for Jared Marino. The puck hits the glass and shatters.
Oh my goodness.
Silk could be 2-on-1 here with Pacheco. Silk brings it to the backhand with a shot on goal, stopped by Bishop. Hanson will throw it out in front. Thompson makes the save. The puck is loose, and he'll cover it up for the whistle. Corbett into the slot. Controls, keeps it, and pass out in front. They score! Jared Marino breaks the tie halfway through the third. Toronto's able to keep it in. Pass out in front. Lindsay in the slot with a shot. He scores! Lindsay ties the game at 1 with 27.7 to go. Pucci brings it down the right side with a shot. Stopped. The puck is where? Oh, it's behind the net. Toronto has a 2-on-1, bringing it back the other way. Paul in front, shoots, scores! Thompson wins it in overtime. Hutchin, pardon me, wins it in overtime.
This morning's matchup, the school day game and a rivalry game between the York Lions and the UFT Varsity Blues. Lions are one of the more penalized teams in the league. Try to take advantage, and they do! Joey Manchurik. Wallace, cross for Paul on the near side. Tipped in front, they score! Felice, shot, scores! Back in for Kirkup. Trying to button hook Spinorama to get away, and he's out in front. Backhander scores! In deep. Manchurik couldn't get the one-timer to go. It was too far in on him. Thompson scores!
By Thompson. He's their leading scorer for a reason.
Ready to salute the young crowd here at Varsity Arena. 6-1 again, the final score here for the Varsity Blues over the York Lions.
Saturday night was awesome, Friday night was awesome. Obviously we got 4 points on the weekend, and I think the boys really came together as a team, and we needed those 4 points. Yeah, the overtime goal was amazing. The whole bench was up on their feet and everyone was screaming. Everyone hopped over the bench almost immediately. Just watching Haji put it top cheese, it was a pretty good feeling.
Max is a huge part of our team. We call him the mayor. He's got that big personality. He's certainly a huge voice in the room for us. As far as how he's playing, he's exactly what we expected him to do. And to say, well, he's playing really well, he's just playing the way he should be playing, and I think he knows that.
Just get into playoffs. That's all I want. It's my last year. I want to go as far as I can, squeeze out as many games as we can, and hopefully go far into playoffs. So first step is making playoffs.
With our video sessions, we do them typically as a team twice a week. On top of that, we will do individual video with obviously individuals or individual pairings as far as defensemen, or individual lines on things that they're doing really well to create offense or in their defensive zone, or other things that they may need to work on, which we call teaching clips.
I'll clip lives during the game, so what that means is we'll obviously be recording the games, and I'm just clipping what's going on during the game. So if it's D-zone coverage, if we score, if we have a chance against, and then during the intermissions, I'll bring down what I've recorded, and the coaches can kind of dissect what's going on during the game.
I really do think that video has an enormous part on player development and getting guys to the next level. It's a tool more than anything else. And are we going to make lineup decisions off analytics? Probably not. But are there trends within the data that we can find in the way that we're playing? Absolutely. And I think a lot of it has to do with how do we want the Varsity Blues to play? How do we want to look like, and what's our identity? And from that, we can pick the type of statistics that we want to keep and what's important to our program.
Really good teams, you either play really fast or you play really heavy and tough. In our rink, it feels like it's a little bit smaller. So if you don't do one or the other, you really get exposed. Our team, we have a fast team. We got some guys that can really skate. We got some water bugs on our team, as they call them. And we have to rely on that. We have to push teams on heels, and that's something we've done. At the same time, we have guys that can play aggressive and be tough to play against in the offensive zone. And that's really where games are won and lost. How aggressive are you? Because everything kind of goes from there. If you have a team that's good forechecking, good in the offensive zone, you know, you become tougher through the neutral zone. You become a tougher defensive team to play.
Guys have done a really good job of changing their game to be a lot more aggressive, not worrying about making mistakes. So those are like the small little details that we've changed with the guys this year, and you know, they're responding well and they're doing the work. We're just, you know, presenting different thoughts and different details to the guys. They're absorbing them. They're going on the ice. They're making the difference.
That's what we've done well this month of January, and you see it in our in the wins column.
And we're set to go here at a game where there's lots at stake. U of T looking to claw their way into a playoff spot in an OUA West division that's so close. The puck is dropped. Manchurik, who has 2 goals in his last game, puts it down on Taylor Dupuis, but he's denied. Very impressive U of T penalty kill, not letting the best power play in the league, and they score. Max Lindsay has changed the momentum. But Paliani is sent again, this time by McCool. He's got Santos with it. Santos hits the mesh. Evan Lavoie delays in front for Thompson, and it's Hudgen that puts it away past Taylor Dupuis, and they'll go down 2-0. The Ryerson Rams to the U of T Varsity Blues, and they are none the pleased about it. Hercup with it now behind the net. In front of Taylor Dupuis, who's able to hold on, but not for long. Deep in the Ryerson zone is Alex Basso, who winds up with it. He's hit, though. Shoulder dropped on him by Kirkup. To Campagna, Manchurik with it in the corner again. He takes the shot with an absolute beauty. U of T Varsity Blues go up 4-1, the same way they almost did just a few seconds ago. Alex Basso with it again, back to Santos, who skates in, takes the shot, and scores! If there's anything he could do, he decides to go for a skate. Wires a shot and scores! Alex Basso! As the game winds down and we're headed to overtime. Now it's a 2-on-1. Walsh sliding and he succeeds in a beautiful defensive play by Jared Walsh, and it's Devin Paliani in the breakaway. All alone, he'll come down on Alex Bishop, just go wide. And the game will end, tied 4-4, and we'll head to a shootout here as Campagna comes down with it. Fakes Dupuis wide. He'll pull it wide. And he beat Alex Bishop, but winds up hitting the post. Nathan Hudgen coming down. Hudgen able to beat Dupuis over the shoulder. U of T takes this one as Devin Paliani is denied by goaltender Alex Bishop, and it's U of T that'll win this game, and they get those important 2 points.
Of Toronto recognizes this year's graduates and senior players for their outstanding commitment and contribution to U of T athletics and the Varsity Blues men's hockey program. For number 29, Mark Manilescu. Number 10, Josh Villaflor. 12, Matt Heffernan. 16, Ryan Kirkup. 21, Max Lindsay. 19, Matt Campagna. Your captain, Aiden Wallace. Congratulations to all of our graduating student athletes. Let's hear it one more time.
We're underway. Curtin plays it back to his defenseman. Over the line. A nice pass. Action's in. The rebound, they score! The Varsity Blues open up the scoring on a beautiful power play goal. Hall up on the half boards. He finds Campagna. Campagna with some speed to the goal. Campagna! What a goal! Klutzman. His pass went to the stick of Hall, but he stole it right back. Now in front of the goal. A shot. They score! Here's Heffernan. It's kept in at the wide. Black with time. Shot is stopped. It's been a couple of good minutes here for Laurier. But there's a nice play. Lavoie in on a breakaway. Lavoie scores! Kevin Lavoie with a beautiful breakaway goal. Campagna across for Brand. Shot. Scores!
And Mike, that might be it. That could be the goal that sends them to the playoffs.
Thompson to Hudgen. Hudgen! What a save there by Fassel. And the University of Toronto Varsity Blues are going to the playoffs. A huge win here at home.